So at this point I've been playing Immortals Fenyx Rising for around about 3 hours, and so far I'm actually really enjoying it, which is a little bit strange because I did not enjoy Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I played that for a while and I think I got about 7 hours into it before I just gave up. I just didn't enjoy it at all. I mean, I'm somebody who has platinumed both Origins and Odyssey, and I just couldn't bring myself to play any more of it. Luckily though, Immortals is definitely scratching that itch. The world is really, really fun to explore. There's a lot to see, a lot to do. It's so densely packed full of activities and things to find, and everything you do find feels really quite rewarding. There's, coins that can help you upgrade your abilities. There's items that help you upgrade weapons. There are things to increase your health and your stamina, etc., etc. There's a lot to find, and the system that allows you to find it, where you have to scope out the area, is kind of fun to do because it makes you feel like you discovered it rather than just ticking off a marker on a map, which I think is a good thing. The first area you visit is essentially a tutorial area, but the second area, which is what you'll be seeing mostly in the background gameplay footage, is much nicer to look at than the first one, I would say, and it's the first area where you can really start your adventure. It's really vibrant, it's really bright, and on a 4K TV it looks absolutely fantastic. Now, I did choose performance mode over quality mode, so I'm not Digital Foundry. I don't have the tools that they have, so I'm not sure resolutions and what frame rates it's actually running in, but I know it says that it prioritizes 60 FPS. So what you're seeing now is a compressed 1080p 60 FPS, so you should be seeing roughly what I was seeing, but the image quality will be lower for you. In regards to frame rate though, you should be seeing 60 FPS. And speaking of FPS, I didn't really notice any frame drops yet. It's still early days. There could be some sections that have a lot going on, and it could happen then. But as of now, no, I've not really seen anything. Looks fine. I've had no crashes, no hitching that I can remember, no bugs so far. I mean, it has only been 3 hours, but still, if a game's going to have bugs, they tend to show up pretty early, especially these days, and especially Ubisoft games. I found the combat to be really fast, really fluid, and most importantly, really, really fun. And that's kind of a key theme throughout all of this video. For me, fun is always over story and over everything else. I need to enjoy playing it, otherwise I'm not going to play it, if that makes sense to anyone. As you can see from the background gameplay footage, when I'm in combat, I only have a few combos at my disposal to begin with. But you do unlock more godly powers later on that give you more moves that you can sort of insert into your combos as you're doing them. Knock enemies up into the air, for example, and continue with like an aerial combo. So I'm looking forward to unlocking all of those and seeing how they work. The gear that you find is pretty cool, although there's not a lot of it. And that seems to be a running theme with Ubisoft lately. They've done the same thing with Valhalla. Except in Valhalla, I don't think it worked, but in Immortals, I think it does work. It plays more like, what would you call it? Like an action hack and slash kind of game. A bit more Devil May Cry, or if you've ever played Genshin Impact, it plays quite a lot like that. It's got less of the RPG side and more of the hack and slash, combo-orientated gameplay, which I think really helps for this. It makes it feel less like a slog and more like a snappy, hack and slash, which is much better in my opinion. But of course it depends what you're really looking for in a game. I found the story to be quite fun and quite entertaining at the moment. It's Zeus and Prometheus kind of narrating your actions as you go. It's a little bit like the Tiny Tina expansion in Borderlands 2, where she's playing Dungeons and Dragons with you, and hearing their bickering is just really, really funny at times. I don't know if it's the kind of comedy that would hit right with everybody, but I found it quite funny, personally. So, while we're on the subject of voices and characters, the voice acting has been pretty good so far. The sound effects have been fine, and the music's really nice. Actually, the music is great. I really do like the music. The sound effects in combat are good. They're very chunky feeling, which is what you want in a combat orientated game. One thing I really don't like though is that from day one it's got a real money shop where you buy, I forget their actual name, it's something like Olympus tokens or something. I can't remember exactly what they're called. But there's these tokens you buy, and they're basically microtransaction coins that you can then go and buy cosmetics. I guarantee you that when you see the ones in the store, they're probably the coolest looking ones, and they just lock them behind, you know, paywalls, and it's just annoying because it didn't have to be done. It really didn't have to be done in this game, and it annoys me that it's there, quite frankly. I won't be buying any of them. I did get the limited edition from Amazon here in the UK, which does come with some skins. I'll use those, but I didn't pay any extra for that, so that's fine. And I'm pretty sure that you can't earn any of these packs in the game. I don't know 100% at this point, but I don't think you can. There's also a season pass for, I think it's $32.99, so £33 in the UK. Not sure what it is in America. It might be $30, $35, something like that. Again, to have that there when the game's just come out. I know loads of games have season passes before they're even on the shelves, but this game's a new IP, so it's not really proven itself yet. I don't think it's really right to have that there, at least in my opinion. Maybe they could have waited to see how it did. I know a lot of people probably gave this one a miss, quite frankly, because new IPs don't sell as well as they used to. I mean, take the first video I did on my channel, the review of Godfall, which I'm hoping to improve as I go on, but Godfall was a new IP. You know, it cost £70 in the UK, $70 in America, and it just kind of flopped, and no one really cares about it anymore. It's come and gone, and that's it. This is a new IP. Yes, it's from Ubisoft, but I feel like they should have just left the microtransactions and season pass out at the beginning. Even if they were working on a season pass content, you know, like new maps or something, or new story mode stuff. Because I guarantee you that a lot of the stuff you'll be able to get will be cosmetics for the shop. I absolutely guarantee it. Overall though, having said that, I still think it's great so far. I'm having a lot of fun doing it. Nothing feels too out of place, nothing feels boring, nothing feels dull. I like the movement, I like the combat, I like the exploration, I like the visual style. Now, of course, it's not got a realistic style like Valhalla does, or any other open world game, Ghost of Tsushima maybe. It's a more Breath of the Wild, Genshin Impact, anime, almost anime kind of style. It's not quite. It's just very cartoony, I guess. But overall, yeah, I think it looks great. I'm actually going to go play more of it now. I don't know if I'm going to do a full review on it at this point, just because I am not sponsored. I've only just started doing this kind of content, and I don't get early review copies. I buy everything myself, and by the time I get round to actually producing a review, which takes days of work, by then everyone will have either bought it or or not, basically just not care anymore. So I'll have to see. Of course, I still will do reviews, you know, for games with this being the case, because otherwise I'd never review anything, right? But with how it stands, I literally cannot review everything, so I'll do my best. I'll get out what I can, and thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much to anyone who took the time to watch this video. If you enjoyed it or found it useful, please consider leaving a like. If you have something to say, the comment section is open down below, and if you'd like to help support the channel, you can subscribe or head over to my Patreon page. Links for all the important stuff will be in the video description. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time.